James Marin here, the clinical co-founder for Meelio. We're back with another video to ensure you're using Meelio to its utmost potential. Do you know about skills? I'm here to tell you about a new feature from Meelio called Meelio Skills, and it is going to blow your mind and better yet, and most importantly, save you tons of time, which is the entire point of using AI. You shouldn't be piecing random things together and like, oh, it doesn't work. And hey, let me try to find this AI to do this piece, and I have to use this other AI to do that piece and copy and paste this prompt. And Meelio does it all for you. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about. So here we are back in the Meelio home screen. And if you're not familiar with chat, our chat function, which is amazing, go back and watch the video on chat. But if you are familiar with chat, you may be using it and doing some really cool things. If you like what you're doing and want to reuse it, then you want to know about skills. Skills right now can be found if you go into your settings and you'll see this little section called skills, and you can write your skills. So if there is a function in chat you're reusing, for example, a patient referral letter or an HSA and FSA letter that you need to write. For us, we're experimenting with payroll. We can run our payroll because we use our EHR for allocations reports and AR reports and so many things. Meelio can run those for you. What I'm going to show you is one of our skills. I'm going to go into chat here. So you can do that from right here, right above, go into chat. And I'm going to first add a patient that I want to use this skill on. I'm going to then add my skill, which is lab analysis. And I'm going to say use lab analysis. Let's see what it does. And then I'm going to show you what the details are of this skill. But first and foremost, I'm going to show you just what this simple little prompt and this skill can do. So right now it's running through. And again, this could be a patient where you've been seeing the patient for 5 years or 5 months. Maybe you're doing once a week visits or once a month visits, but there's a lot of data here. And so we see that a lot where people not only do have multiple labs, but they do multiple labs a year. And then you've been seeing them for 5+ years. So there is a lot. So when it comes to trends, when it comes to what's going on, you want comprehensive summaries. And this is what this skill does. So as it's doing all of this, which is really, really comprehensive, I'm going to go back and show you what this skill was. So we did a lab analysis. So you can go in and see, you can even edit. And so you can name the skill, you can add a description, you can put in the steps. So step 1, I'm assessing the patient's most recent labs, tests, scans, any specialty testing done by the patient to point out and highlight what is optimal, what is suboptimal, what is of immediate concern. 3, analyze what labs should be updated and repeated because they are old. 4, analyze and prioritize what the patient should get tested for next based on the latest patient information. 5, summarize this in an efficient and easy to read manner for the provider. And then I can share with my entire practice. We are a practice of 8 providers total, or I can turn this off and it's just for me. So whether you have admin that are running high level reports that you don't want everyone to run, or you're just like, hey, this is my specific thing I want, you don't have to share it with everybody. In this case, I am sharing this with my entire team. So I am saving. Let's see. It does give you this warning. So this skill is shared. Saving sends it back for checking, so it will briefly stop working for everyone in your practice. So as a note, if you are editing skills and you're maybe have a practice of 8 providers or 80 providers and it's peak work time, you maybe don't want to edit the skill during peak work time. You maybe want to do it off peak work hours because it will take a second for Meelio to then revamp the skill and then redistribute the skill to everybody. In this case, we are not on peak work hours, so I'm going to save anyway. But that's a nice little feature. So it's checking, it's making sure it can use it properly, but I wanted to show you the details of the skill. Now, if we go back here, we're going to see what it actually did for this patient. So this is a real patient. We're doing a comprehensive lab analysis. So it did do an overview of recent testing. This was her recent blood work. She did a whole genome sequencing. Here are the key findings. Very cool. Here is suboptimal markers. We can go through that. Optimal markers. Labs needing update or reevaluation, so metabolic and lipid panel, comprehensive thyroid panel, CBC, some inflammatory markers we can recheck, recommend next testing prioritize. So we can do a new urine test. And again, you don't have to do this. This is where you're the clinician, you're in control. Meelio AI is just your Iron Man suit, is giving you recommendations, is giving you best next options. It is doing things that would take you maybe hours to do and put together, or your admin staff hours and hours to put together for you in the snap of a finger. So then you can decide, maybe I'll take one or two of these suggestions and utilize it in the care plan. Maybe I'll respond to the message with one or two of these things for the patient asking this question. It is here to work for you and help you. We just want to make sure you're utilizing the skills. You can reuse them, you can tweak them, update them, modify them, and put them out for all of your providers to use. So not just you, but everyone on your team becomes more and more efficient. Our chat feature in Melio is amazing. Skills is another layer to further enhance that. So you're not having to write the same thing over and over. It is a skill that you will use over and over in a super efficient manner. If you're not hands-on with Melio yet and using it in your practice, there's no time like the present. You can use Melio for free and see how it works for you, see how amazing it is for yourself. You can click down below, click the link in our bio, start using Melio for free today.